wrestling fans, are you ready for a Raw review that is short, quick, and to the point? Seriously. Because the King of the Ring has started. Sasha Banks has returned and was speechless tonight when it came to her reasoning on why she did what she did last week. Speechless. Braun Strowman will be the one to challenge Seth Rollins at Clash of Champions, just unannounced yet. We have new Raw Tag Team Champions in Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. I know. They could have come up with a different way than taking the titles off the OC. But did they? No. Braun Strowman could have just turned heel tonight, attacked Seth Rollins. It was there. I mean, the moment was there. You know, Braun Strowman could have been on the ropes. They could have just played that story out, while Seth Rollins was getting beaten and battered up. Braun Strowman didn't have to go over and get torn up and get beat up by the barricade. But he did. And we have new tag team champions once Braun Strowman came in and made the save. Just so Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins can play their little storyline out when Braun Strowman turns heel on Seth Rollins during probably which will be the return matchup at either a random Monday Night Raw or Clash of Champions. Whatever. Anyway, wrestling fans, let's move on to the fact that we have a modern day legacy, which started last Tuesday on SmackDown and is continuing on to Monday Night Raw tonight. And that is Randy Orton and the Revival. Hey, look. I like it. I do. It is bringing out a more vicious, vile, disgusting side of Randy Orton. Needs to happen. You know, on Monday Night Raw, we have the OC with the United States Championship and probably going to have them recapture the Tag Team Championships. I don't like saying this, but if WWE continues down this path, like I think they're going to, even though I like Kofi Kingston having the WWE Championship, Randy Orton's going to take that title off of him at Clash of Champions. And if Randy Orton takes the title off of him at Clash of Champions, who's to say that the Revival possibly takes the titles off of the New Day eventually, and Legacy, modern day Legacy, has all the gold on SmackDown Live. Just saying, wrestling fans. Just saying. You keep that in mind while the Viper continues to strike, along with the modern day Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. Now, I'm not talking about how young they are, because you can't compare that, but what their roles are right now as far as the Revival, it's Legacy. I like it. Now, wrestling fans, moving on to Sasha Banks. First of all, she continues to beat up Natalya. So what? Natalya is always used as a victim, either by her getting hurt with her arm, or they continue to bring up Jim the Anvil Neidhart, God rest his soul, or something like that. She's always used as a victim. So what? It's her role. But I'm just saying this. Sasha Banks will be the one to take the strap off Becky Lynch. Without a doubt. There's no doubt in my mind that Sasha Banks will be the new Raw Women's Champion by the time all this is over. We had Samoa Joe versus Cesaro tonight. That was a good contest for the King of the Ring. I wish they would have treated Sami Zayn versus Cedric Alexander a little bit better. Sami Zayn just got buried. I mean, that's all that was, quite frankly. Which, he's just become a tackling dummy and then really good on the mic. But I know Samoa Joe and Cesaro was really good. And Samoa Joe honestly needs to go far in the King of the Ring tournament to make up for all the losses that he has been given by creative for so long. So go really far, Samoa Joe, in the King of the Ring tournament. You need it. Really hope WWE pushes you a lot far in the tournament. Doubt you win. I don't think anybody wants to see a King Samoa Joe match. So it would be good to see is Samoa Joe versus it's probably going to be Ricochet, or I could probably see a Ricochet being there, because WWE is not going to do a heel versus heel again. They might, because it's Paul Heyman in charge, but something just tells me that they're just not going to do it, because lurking in the wing is Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below. But other than that, wrestling fans, other than those two things, and the other things I mentioned already, there really wasn't anything on Monday Night Raw. There was filler. Jerry King Lawler got eaten alive by the Mandible Claw, by the Thing. It was supposed to be the King's Court with Sasha Banks. So it was nice seeing the Thing, Bray Wyatt, tonight. But, it was just blah. It was just a blah Monday Night Raw. Really hyped up blah show. A little disappointing for them hyping up the King of the Ring and all this great, spectacular stuff. And that's really all I gotta say about the King of the Ring tonight on Monday Night Raw and everything else that they produced on the show. Some of it's not even worth talking about. So, if I did not talk about parts of some of the show, it's not worth watching. And the parts that I did, go back and check it out if you have it on DVR, or go watch it on YouTube. But make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this. And of course, tune in tomorrow for SmackDown Live review. Hopefully, SmackDown is better. It usually is. So, here's hoping. And until I see you again, catch you on the other side.